Good morning, and welcome to September 7th. I hope you guys are having a really good day. I know I am. I am looking forward to the Space Coast Comic-Con show tonight in Cocoa at the Space Coast Convention Center. It's going to be super amazing. We're excited to team up with Hanging with Web Show. We're excited to team up with Florida Con Artists. My man, the Commodore, is excited to rock and roll. This is his second con in that many weekends. What is going on? So I hope you guys are having a really good day, and you are looking forward to an amazing weekend. I wanted to touch base real quick about a quote that I read yesterday by my man Les Brown. If you guys have never listened to any Les Brown, you gotta check out some Les Brown. He loves talking about staying hungry. That's right, you gotta be hungry. He's awesome, man. Very motivational, speaks with a lot of power, speaks with a lot of poise and precision. And I wanted to go over a quote from one of his dissertations, if you will, maybe even a motivational speech, or one of the many books or articles that he has written. So Les Brown says, "You cannot expect to achieve new goals or move beyond your present circumstances unless you change." Let me do that one more time. You cannot expect to achieve new goals or move beyond your present circumstances unless you change. Now, change is a big word. Change should be purposeful. Sometimes we find ourselves in an environment where we really don't have the opportunity to change or not. We have to. It's one of those things where you either evolve and you survive, or you don't evolve and you don't survive. And unfortunately, that's just the way that it works. However, when you know that you're looking for something new, when you know that you're looking for a change of circumstances, when you know you're looking for a change of lifestyle, you have to look at the way that you spend your life, the people that you spend your time with, the places that you go, your job, your surroundings, your environment, your friend circle, your pastime, your hobbies. You have to understand that in order to change anything at all, you have to adjust and change the circumstances that surround and make up who you are as a person. A lot of times people say, I just need to change, I need to change, I need to get out of this, I need to switch it up. It's really interesting because it could be something as dynamic as moving from one state to another state. It could be something as simple as somebody getting a haircut. It's really interesting that sometimes when people go through something traumatic, a stressful situation, you'll find that they cut their beard, that they shave their head, they go through a change. It's a visual change that hopefully will spark an emotional, mental, spiritual, and psychological change as well. However, it's not just your physical circumstances. I feel that the circumstances that mainly need to be changed are the mental ones, the psychological ones, the emotional circumstances. We build prisons for our own souls. We build prisons with our own thoughts for ourselves, and a lot of times those prison walls don't really exist unless we give them power. We think we know so much about what's going on, about conversations that happen without us in that circle, about ideas that our bosses or managers may have, about ideas that our significant others or friends may have, or maybe people that we're not necessarily getting along with. We get these ideas in our head that this is what's going on, where there's absolutely no proof about it. It's just something that we're thinking, so we create our own prison. I think there was a song by Creed by that. Yeah, we create our own prison, and we live inside that prison, and we decide to make decisions based on the fact that we live in this hypothetical world that we manifested ourselves. And we're all guilty of it. I know I am. I've done it many times, where I thought something had happened. I thought a conversation had taken place, or I thought I heard something that pretty much elicited a thought this way. And then when I really come down to it and I find out about it, that wasn't it at all. And the last 24 hours that I just spent stressed out and super anxious was absolutely manifested and made up in my own head. So it's really interesting when they talk about wanting to change. And yes, you can change your physical standpoint, absolutely. However, it doesn't matter. Depression follows you from state to state. It's the way that it works. It's something that you have to deal with internally. Now, good things follow you from state to state too, but if you're looking for a change, it's not always just a physical change that I believe is needed to change up what you want to do, to put yourself and point yourself in a new direction. It's not always a physical state that needs to happen. Most of the time, it's a mental state. There are times that I've had friends that have gone from job to job to job, from friend circle to friend circle to friend circle, and they have exactly the same problem. So then it's like, okay, where does the problem lie? Where is the responsibility for the issue and the stress that's being caused? Where is it? You've changed jobs 3 times, you've moved 3 times, you've changed your circle 12 times. Like, clearly, that's not working. And when you've changed all of your physical attributes, when you've changed all your physical environments and your physical circumstances, you may want to take into consideration that there are some mental ones, some decisions and some emotions that you're carrying with you, that you're bringing from circle to circle, job to job, friend to friend, relationship to relationship. And until you face those things, until you face them yourself, no one else can do this for you. Until you face them yourself and you come to terms with reality and accept the fact that this is your current reality, you need to let the past go, forgive yourself for those mistakes, move forward with the attained knowledge that you procured during this journey. You will never find yourself in a different mental, psychological, or spiritual state. So yes, if you want things to change, you need to change your circumstances. And it's not always your physical circumstances, although that does help. If you find yourself in a work environment where you're surrounded by people that don't necessarily support your drive, support your personality, then yes, ultimately it will dampen your personality. Ultimately, you will become a chameleon. That's what we do. That's how we have survived. That's how we found ourselves at the top of the food chain, is by evolving and adapting. And you're going to do that if you find yourself in a circle. And if you find yourself in a circle of positive people, you're going to take on those positive attributes. If you find yourself in a circle of negative people, you're going to take on those negative attributes. So when you need to change your life, you need to change those circumstances. However, once you change that, you need to make sure that you leave the negative behind and you take the positive with you. So it's not only a change in physical, but ultimately a change in mental. You need to change your mindset. You need to understand that this one day is not like yesterday, and it won't be tomorrow. Today is one day in its own. So experience the present and see how amazing it really is, and realize that everything you could ever want ever, you have right now. Right now. You could be a billionaire. You could be in a first-class seat in a jet flying to Europe. But if that jet goes down, you go down, and so does everybody in coach. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter what you've attained. It doesn't matter how many zeros are in your bank account. If a plane goes down and you're in first class, sorry, sucker, you're going down with it. So enjoy the moment. Enjoy the present. Let that BS go, man. Push it aside. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't fret about yesterday. Focus on today. It is a gift. Everything you could ever want, you've got right now at your fingertips, and you're at the beginning of a brand new day. And everybody says, it's always been said, and I love it, every single day is a new opportunity to change everything. It's 100% up to you. But if you want to change your life, if you want to move out of a funky situation, you need to change your circumstances. Not only physical, but also mental. Spiritual, psychological, physiological, you fill in the blank. It's not just physical. A lot of it comes in our heart, comes in our mind, we manifest it ourselves. So if you want to change your state of being, you've got to change your state of mind. I think. That's what I do, and it's worked so far. But I hope you guys have a good day, and check out some Les Brown, man. Super motivational, really happy guy, a lot of power, and he talks about being hungry. You got to be hungry. You got to go get it, because it's out there, baby. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, and above all that other good stuff. Lots of happiness. I will see you tonight at 9:05 live from Space Coast Comic Con. Love ya. Pizza. Bye.